Evening all, Louise here with another episode of Straighten Your Crown Tarot. YouTube have told me it's this channel's 4th birthday today. So, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Anyway, now your ears are bleeding. This reading is brought to you by, excuse me, The Wild Unknown Tarot by Kim Krantz. And where are we? Can't find the box. Oh, here we go. The Predictions deck by Trisha James. And what are we going to be talking about today, I hear you ask? Well, it turns out that as one leaves, another one enters. And we're talking about the WEF, the World Economic Forum. Klaus Schwab has been ousted. He's out on his ear. There's some allegations of some sort of shenanigans going on. Don't know whether it's got anything to do with money or anything to do with inappropriate behaviour or all of the above. But who have they shepherded in? Who is the new crown prince of the WEF? That's right. Yes, you guessed it. It's the one and only Batfink. Larry Fink of BlackRock. I know you're not surprised. Neither am I. But we're going to have a little look at what delights the new CEO of the WEF is going to bring to us now. So let's have a look what we're doing. Are we doing this first? I was feeling energy of the stone then. That was sodalite. And this is rose quartz. We're doing tarot first. So let's have a little look. Larry Fink. Larry Fink. The one and only Larry Fink, who in the very early days of Keir Starmer's rise to number 10 Downing Street had a private audience with Keir Starmer. Make of that what you will. Then Klaus Schwab gets ousted. Within the year, Klaus Schwab is out. Out under a cloud, gone under a cloud. And in is shepherded Larry Fink, the CEO of the largest company, one of the largest companies in the world. That company that owns practically everything you buy, from food to wash powder to washing up liquid to anything you can think of, anything whatsoever you can think of. Charities, government, non-government organisations, you name it, BlackRock has got this sticky fingers all over it. Let's have a look. Is this going to be a good thing or a bad thing? Let's not forget the WEF's mantra, you will own nothing and be happy. Well, we don't own anything anyway anymore, do we? Because everything we have got has just been half-inched from our government. We've got the Father of Wands, the King of Wands. We've got the Fool. The Fool. And then with this King of Wands, I'm hearing there's a viper in the nest. Oh, we're surprised. We've got the Emperor and the King of Wands. Ooh, this is fiery. This is fiery. This is belligerent. This is warlike. What's going on? Viper in the nest. We've got the 8 of Pentacles. This first card out, the Father of Wands. The King of Wands is usually someone who's can be fiery, very good at protecting his family, a little bit intuitive, can be creative. But I'm seeing this card and I'm hearing there's a viper in the nest. And then from the nest, we go to the chick, the young bird, the young fledgling, about to take his chances, and take first flight. He might crash and burn. He might actually take to the skies. He might be successful in his mission to take his first flight. And then we've got this Emperor, which feels belligerent. It feels arrogant. It feels authoritarian, because the Emperor can be an authoritarian. And then we've got this Eight of Pentacles. The work has been put in. There's been a lot of background work done for this. Oh. So I'm taking from this that we've got a new viper in the nest, taking over from the old viper in the nest. This one's got a bit of an edge though. He's a lot younger than Klaus Schwab. He's also spent a lot of time commandeering companies and taking over a lot of different entities, NGOs. Got his finger in the war machine. He's got his finger in munitions. He's got his finger in chemicals. He's got his finger in pharmaceuticals. Anything that you can think of, he's got his finger in. It feels like this is like another, for Larry Fink, this is another step up. This is another, this feels very much like this work has been put in so that he can be elevated to an even bigger position of power. Don't forget, the WEF meets at Davos every year, and all the bigwigs, all the leaders of companies like Amazon, Apple, Elon Musk's companies. I don't think Elon Musk went the last few times, though. I think he's fallen out with the WEF. Politicians, anybody who's anybody goes to the WEF at Davos every single year. This is another climb up. There's arrogance here. And I'm hearing, what is it? What? Say that again. Okay, I'm hearing the sun will darken. Where's that come from? The sun will darken. Has this got something to do with this? This might have something to do with this new thing that they're trying with sulfur dioxide blocking out the sun. I'm wondering if this net zero type of thing is just going to get ramped up. It's going to get ramped up. I'm also feeling there's a connection here with the Russia-Ukraine war and also the Middle East. Don't ask me how, that's what I'm feeling. So let's have a look. The King of Wands and the Fool, please. We need to be watching out for what's going on, because this hasn't actually been very widely reported. This has not been widely reported, and for good reason. We've got the Three of Pentacles in reverse. That was that way around. So that's Three of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, it's a takeover. We've got the Hermit in reverse. I think all the things that have been sort of masked, the sinister nature of the WEF is about to be revealed. I'm seeing the Olympic rings here. I know it's not the Olympic rings, and I know it's not enough colours on, and there's not enough rings on it to be the Olympic rings. But I'm seeing the Olympic rings. I'm wondering if he's. I'm wondering if he's. I wonder if there's some connection to the Olympic Games. I don't know where the Olympic Games are next, and I don't know when they are. I don't even know if they're in the next couple of years. I don't know. But this is the Three of Pentacles in the upright is cooperation. It's working together to achieve a specific goal. Once Larry Fink is firmly ensconced in the WEF, there won't be a lot of cooperation. It's almost like, and this hermit, this no longer going within. It's like all of a sudden something's coming, something's about to be announced, and I think it's going to be all the masking of what's been going on with the WEF and their mantras and all that kind of thing. I think it's going to be more in your face. And I think with this Emperor and the Father of Wands, I think this is just going to be like, it's just going to be an announcement. Unashamedly, this is what we are going to do with the world. And like I say, all the world's biggest businessmen, munitions factories owners, oil, gas, net zero stuff, war machinery, big pharma, they're all involved in this WEF. Politicians, all involved in this WEF. And Starmer did famously say that he'd rather have Davos over Westminster. And I think this is the direction that this world is going to go in. We are going to shout it from the rooftops, and there's fuck all any of you can do about it. This is what it feels like coming with this. Might be wrong, might be wrong. Then we've got the Six of Cups in reverse. There's no going back after this. There is no going back after this. The Six of Cups in the upright is nostalgia, possibly going back to the good old days, all that kind of thing. We've got this tree here with the roots underground. There's all different. There's no going back with this. This is a what's beneath the surface. It feels like what's in the subconscious is all in our subconscious, is all this, our memory. This is all our memories. It feels like neurons in the brain. It feels like all this activity is going off in the subconscious, memories, but it's in reverse. I wonder if there's a new technology coming out that can erase your memory. Right. It feels like there's some sort of technology coming out to erase memories, and they're going to sell it in the guise of people with PTSD, people with anxiety, depression, and all that kind of thing. We can erase your memory so you don't suffer those memories any longer. It's sinister though, because the tree above ground is dead. It's monotone. Life would be monotone, because without this colourful subconscious and memories, the life is monotone. I wonder if I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what it feels like. That is exactly what it feels like. It could be a Neuralink type thing, because I know Elon Musk has got the technology, or brought the technology out, called Neuralink, and it's an implant, a chip in the brain, and it's supposed to wake bits of the brain up that have been damaged, and it's also got capabilities, if it already hasn't got capabilities, of allowing you to live in a fantasy world, a world that in a way is totally artificially generated. Because if we live in an artificially generated mind, then whatever shit they throw at us is going to feel all right, because this chip's going to make us believe that it's all okay. there's something really sinister coming out of this. There's an authoritarianism about it, and even this Eight of Pentacles, the work's being put in, it's already being done, but it's a spider's web. The work's being put in. This feels like a massive trap. People are going to go for it. Kids have already, young adults have already had the chip put in the hand. So that they can just pay for things with a chip in the hand and do certain things, open doors with a chip in your hand. New technology, rather than a key to open your front door, you just got a chip in your hand and you just flash it on some pad and you're in. And it's like, this is in the guise of safety, security, and for your own good. But they will be coming out with this. And I don't know what it's got to do with the Olympic Games, but it has for some reason. Then we've got the Ten of Wands, putting down of burdens. We've got the Daughter of Cups, which is the Page of Cups. This is the Ten of Wands is carrying a heavy burden. This heavy burden is about to be released. It feels very, it feels like a psychological, but I think there's something coming down the line here, and I think the WEF are going to mandate something, and all the governments will adopt it. This Daughter of Cups, this is a young signet. Swans mate for life. What's that got to do with it? I absolutely don't know. But that's what I heard, and that's what I've said. But this Daughter of Cups, this Page of Cups, Pages of Cups often speak to me about apologies. There's something to do with an apology. But now I'm really drawn to the rainbow in this image. I wonder if it's got something to do with LGBTQIA+, keeping us all single, because there's one of their big themes, global themes of the WEF is population decline. But it feels like technology, in order to keep us mentally subdued, so we don't seek social interaction, because this chip in the brain is going to serve everything we need, or this technology is going to be everything we need, and all this rich tapestry of life will be lost because we'll be monged out. Well, I won't be, because they'll have to pin me down to get anything like that to me. They'd have to pin me down, they'd have to shoot me, they'd have to put me in prison, they'd have to knock me out to do it. They'd never do it with my permission, put it that way, because I would fight tooth and nail. But it's about capturing the young. This is all about capturing the young, conditioning the mind, conditioning the brain, through propaganda, through technology. I see Larry Fink as a viper in the nest. He's already got huge amounts of power, much more power than any prime minister or president in the world. But having the edge on the WEF, coming out unashamedly, there's no more cooperation needed. We don't need the population's control, because now we've got everybody in our back pockets. Anybody who is anybody is in our back pockets. And this intention to isolate, mongify youngsters through AI is going to be the next thing. It's already happening, but it feels like it's gonna get ramped up. This 10 of Wands, putting down the heavy burdens, this is what it's been sold as to young people who are too naive to see what's happening. They're being encouraged to go down the sterilization route, the weird and wonderful sexuality route, which serves to keep them single, infertile, and unable to propagate the species. So what's the outcome? Are we going to kick back over this or what? Is there going to be any kickback over this? If my kids were younger, if my kids were still in school, I would have taken them out of education years ago. And then we've got the 10 of Cups. This is success, happily ever after. But is that happily ever after for us or for the WEF and the global agenda? Because we are hurtling towards 2030 very fast indeed. We've got the 7 of Pentacles. No, it's not going to work, and they're going to go back to the drawing board. It's not going to go back, and they're going to go back to the drawing board. Is this ever going to be successful? Is this globalist agenda going to be successful at any point? Too many. I've got too many there. Is it ever going to be successful for the WEF? Or are we going to reign supreme? Will the people of the world eventually reign supreme? We've got that one again. We've got the Knight of Cups and the World. Yes. Because even though they're trying to eradicate personality, memory, neurodivergency, the rich tapestry of life, this Knight of Cups has kept that within his cup. The love of humanness will remain, and we will start a new cycle. We'll start from the beginning. The world, there's a beginning and an end. Life goes in cycles. Everything goes in cycles. Economic decline, economic boom and bust, war, climate, you name it, everything goes in cycles. It comes and goes. We're going to start a new cycle. So let me move those to one side. So Larry Fink is going to try his best. It's going to be dark for a time. Some people are going to take the bait, but in the end, it's not going to be totally successful. Feels like a massive split between those who want and those who do not want this globalist agenda. Some people are walking into it with the full, this young fledgling, walking into it with eyes wide shut. They've taken the bait. They're going to jump before they pushed, and there's going to be a regret there. I feel there's going to be huge regret there, and there's going to be it's not going to reign supreme. It really ain't. So let's have a look at what the predictions deck can tell us. You watch, it'll be something completely irrelevant to the reading, but let's have a look. We've got public life burnout. We've got commercial airline. Okay. I'm wondering if some of these bigwigs, including Larry Fink, are about to come a cropper. He looks like Bill Gates. I'm wondering if Bill Gates is going to He looks like Bill Gates to me, he really does. Feels like there's going to be some sort of retribution on these people. Then we've got hiding something. So public life burnout. I think that's Keir Starmer. Larry thinks his best mate. Something to do with a commercial airline. I wonder if Bill Gates is going to be in a bit of a quandary over the Lolita. Is it called the Lolita? The Epstein aircraft? Because he's been to the island a million times. That's the reason why he's divorced. Hiding something. I'm wondering if these people at the very, very top are about, here we go, science breakthrough. This keeps coming up. And I wonder if that's got something to do with the Neuralink chips in the brains under the guise of making life better. But I think something's coming with the Epstein files and some of these big people at the top. But I think Starmer is about to burn out. I think a lot of people in the front bench right now are about to burn out. I'm wondering if he's going to be scapegoated, because let's face it, they've all been at it where Epstein's concerned. Maybe something's going to come out because someone else is hiding something and they're going to scapegoat somebody. I don't know. I don't know. But we may have news over Bill Gates. We may have news over somebody on the front bench unable to take it anymore. Somebody in politics unable to take it anymore. And then there's going to be some announcements over AI technology that will be inserted somewhere in the body on the guise of it's for your own good. Other than that, I'm not getting anything else from these cards. This one really is jumping out at me though. I'm wondering if there's going to be some news over Bill Gates and his escapades with Epstein over the many, many, many times he's been on the Lolita airline and the Epstein Island and various other Epstein places. But I think that's going to come out to mask someone else who's been dipping his bread in people he shouldn't have been. Put it that way. Right, that's your reading. Don't know if it's going to make any sense or not because I can't remember a word I said, but there you go. That's your reading. I'll speak to you later. Take care. Ta-ra!